because it's something new. It's not what they want. It's not what they're used to. And I think that's why it's so important to put out new material into the world and, let other people consume it.
Yeah. And I think I also think it's funny and interesting that like all the people that take time out of their day to go like shit on like album or something, like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna like go talk shit about like Playboy Cardi and shit. I'm just gonna like answer, like I'm just gonna say what I think like in person and stuff, like in conversation, but I'm not gonna go
Right.
out of my way and go write a paragraph on Twitter and like shitting on like
There's, yeah, there's
you gotta have your priorities way out of whack if you're taking time out of your day to shit on some artist. What it's like, what the fuck is that person doing? What are you doing? You're sitting
exactly like,
on your phone talking shit about someone else's work. Why don't you create something better?
yeah. And that's what, like, I saw somebody tweet that at them. They were like, you could do better. Like, no matter whether you think, an album's shit or not, most likely it's going to be better than what you can do.
Yeah.
So prove them wrong. I don't know. They're making more money than you.
Yeah.
They're doing something right.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just about like creation. Like they're creating, honestly, creating something that most people might not think is that good is still better than not creating at all, in my opinion. Like, because it's for your own sake. Like, I feel like just like even like this podcast, like it just makes me feel like so good just putting stuff out into the world, whether it be music or for the YouTube videos or podcasts or whatever it is, like feeling like you're actually have
Contributing.
yeah, you're contributing. And that's the new age contribution, like content creation. Is that
It's, yeah, it's in your face all the time, especially with social media. Like, our parents didn't grow up in that at all.
Mhm.
Like, now everything's so in your face, and I don't know. It definitely makes it weird. But, I think that we kind of grew up in a time where, like, that's pretty much all we've ever known,
Mhm.
you know. Um,
But it's a like Gary V always talks like Gary V on like Insta, like he always
yep.
talks about like the answer to like almost anything is like create content, whether you're like creating a business and you're trying to market it, like it's all about relevancy, right? So like the more
Right.
content, the more times like people see your Instagram post or your like Spotify song or whatever it is, like the more relevant you become like in their mind. um so like he'll say like he talks to like rappers sometimes and he's just like just create more songs, like you never know, like you never know what song might end up blowing up, like you just
Right.
don't know unless you create it.
Yeah. And I don't remember what song it was or what album it was, but I remember it was some song this year, but one of the biggest songs this year blew up, and I remember like hearing an interview with them, and they were like, "We weren't even gonna put that on the album. Like, that was like a throwaway song. Like, we didn't even care about it." And then it was like huge.
Mhm.
So you never like, I think it's important to create a lot and then, maybe dwindle down into like what you think might be your best.
Mhm.
But even, taking risks is important because you don't know what's gonna come of it.
Mhm. And that's kind of my thinking on just like wanting to create this like studio down here, because it's like I went to Evan's friend Jake's house in Menominee Falls and he has like this whole like studio set up in his basement and like he's created like 900 songs and like they just do it like he's like a financial advisor and he just like does it for fun. Like I just saw that as like super interesting because like he would only like play like his songs when we were there, and I just thought it was cool. Like you're creating literally your own like world, like you're
Yeah.
and like I feel like
Speaking on your own experiences and stuff.
yeah, and a lot of people I think are scared to rap. Like there's so many, I can think of so many people that would be like no, or like even on coming on the podcast, they would just be like no, I'm not doing that because they care about what other people think. I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah, exactly. Like, half the people I even like would even care about like what they thought in high school. I don't talk to them. I never see them. I probably won't see them till fucking a reunion. And even if I decide to go to that, like, I don't give a shit at this point. Like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. What does Drake say about